Hey folks, Russ Scala here. I wanted to talk to you about our cancer program. You know, we get a lot of calls from cancer patients at different stages of their treatment, and I know that the paradigm shift in cancer treatment, thanks to Tom Siegfried and all the information out there, is growing exponentially. And a lot of times people do not go or do not ask the right questions. And you know, when you get that cancer diagnosis, whether it's women with breast cancer or men with pancreatic cancer, they're in shock. For the first 3 days after they get that phone call, they're in shock. What I wanted to do on my website, Scala Precision Health, is I wanted to give them the best information that they could take to their doctor or their oncologist. This just happened a few weeks ago. One of the major cancer centers in town here, I had one patient diagnosed with cancer, and he took the research that we provided, you know, with double-blind studies, research on the ketogenic diet, how once it's implemented, you could low dose the chemotherapy. We put together the questions and all the research and the books, the new books that are out there by Tom Siegfried saying cancer is a metabolic disease and not a genetic disease. So we armed this patient with all this information. He took it into the cardiologist and he said, that stuff doesn't work. We're not going to use it. So the patient made the decision to find another cardiologist and get a second opinion. And the oncologist that he found agreed with the treatment and agreed with the treatment protocol, all the way to the point where in the patient's feeding tube, they have a ketogenic solution going into the feeding tube. Right within 10 miles, we had one oncologist say that doesn't work, that didn't even look at the research. And the other oncologist said, yes, this is really good research. So it's kind of, like I said, I thought if I put this information at Scala Precision Health, whether you work with us or not, and you just download it, download the questions and download the research, when you get that cancer diagnosis and you take that into the oncologist, it'll help you, you know, guide your treatment. It's like I said, I work with a lot of people that have had cancer, and it's really scary. And if you understand how stress levels work, just when they lay their head on a pillow at night and start circulating thoughts about this cancer, it could actually make the cancer worse. So I'm trying to offer them, you know, expand their peripheral vision, say this is not a death sentence. You may be able to do some advanced treatment protocols that your oncologist is not familiar with. And building a therapeutic relationship with the really good doctors, they're open to new information. Sometimes doctors don't want to hear it and blow it off. I'm like, why would somebody want to blow it off? Here you have a patient that's done hours and hours of research on his own condition, and you don't want to share it? I don't understand that. That's mind-blowing. Another interesting book that you could pick up, folks, Kelly Turner wrote a book called Radical Remissions. And Radical Remissions, this is during her master's thesis or her PhD, she would go to oncologists and say to the oncologist, have you had any remissions this year? Every oncologist she went to said, yes, I've had remissions. She said, well, did you study them? Did you collect the data? None of them did. So Kelly Turner, in her book called Radical Remissions, she decided to interview all the people that went into remission. And what she did, I think she interviewed 2,000 of them, and this is what I'm talking about. Individual people digging deep down, avoiding the bureaucracy and coming out with amazing information. So Radical Remissions, she's got a lot of great content in there. On Scala Precision Health, we got the questions and the research. Folks, our goal is to always bring you good information, share it with you, and do me a favor. If you like what we're doing, please share this with other folks, okay? Have a good day.